Take one.
Yay! Welcome to Lucy's Paradise Podcast. Aloha. I'm with Kayristin. I think we should talk about your travels first.
Okay.
Like Colombia and San Diego. Where else did you go?
That's mainly. I mean, I think I went home to visit my family, but that wasn't. I guess we shouldn't talk about that.
Where is home? You don't have to talk about it, but where is home?
I'm originally from like the East Coast, Maryland, but
Wait, you went all the way to the East Coast too?
My family's in Florida. They live in Palm Bay.
Oh, okay.
It's not Palm Beach.
What's the difference? I've never been.
It's like a suburb where like old people live.
Okay. Which is like most of Florida, right?
Yeah.
It's like a retirement spot.
Only like Miami is cool, I think. Tampa's kind of cool.
Okay. Wait, tell people who you are.
I'm Kristin, aka Kayristin. I'm a DJ, producer. I started here on Oahu doing music, but I've just recently kind of trying to go to the mainland. I'm living in San Diego right now to expand my music career. I don't know exactly where it's going to take me, but I think there's more connections there. So I feel like I needed to get out of here, but I'm always going to be back and forth. Like Hawaii is my like forever home. I've accepted it. I've tried to leave. I've tried to leave many times.
Not bad.
No, it's like, I mean, I call it like a blessing and a curse because as much as like Hawaii is like the best, coolest place ever, like you are kind of stuck in the middle of the ocean with like all the same people, but like we have like the coolest community of people and everyone's so kind and like everyone's super cool. So I love it here, but if you leave, you're just always going to miss Hawaii. So you're stuck. Like you're like, I gotta go back. Like it's like an itch. Like yeah. So I'm back.
Yeah.
I've been gone for like 3 months. I also went to Colombia, like you said. Colombia was amazing. It's gorgeous. Like the food was great. It's super cheap. Like
yeah, I want to go now.
No, South America was a move. Brazil is like my next destination I really want to go. I was looking at my like astral map. And it's kind of like your birth chart, but a map.
Astral map.
So it can tell you. It has like lines on it. It tells you like where you should be and like what something that'll happen to you in that area.
Oh my god, I've never heard of that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to look it up.
I had a line through like Peru as well, so I'm like, I gotta go to Peru. I had a bunch in like Brazil. I had 2 through like look like Oahu. I couldn't really zoom that much. It doesn't even say anything about it. You just like zoom in. You're like, wait. That's the middle of the ocean. That looks like Hawaii.
Oh, shit.
So definitely, like, this was an important place for me as well. There was also some lines in, like, SoCal and NorCal. Like, it's probably, like, San Diego, LA, San Francisco, which are all places I also like. So, also there was, Africa, a bunch of Africa. There was a bunch of Australia. I'm like, okay, I'll take a trip to Australia. That sounds fun. Like,
yeah, hell yeah.
Maybe look it up. I don't know if I'm saying it exactly correct. Astro mapping or something like that. Astral.
I've never heard of that.
We'll put like a link.
Yeah, I want to look at mine and see what it says.
Yeah, so everybody knows like their birth chart. Like you put in all your time and your.
Oh, so it's the same concept. Like
yeah, you put it all in, and then it tells you more info. It's like even more in depth than the chart.
How do they react like music scene out there in Colombia? Like.
Colombia was like
from here.
Obviously more like Hispanic vibes. Like they want more like Latin style music, like at least in the lyrics. I did go to like a jungle rave and that was cool.
Oh shit.
And that was sort of like acid house, which I was not kind of expecting, but I was like, okay, this is cool. I did play a couple places, but like it's like uncharted territory a little bit. I need to like go back. It's so fun.
So they liked whatever you played?
Yeah, they were vibing. Like, that was really okay.
Do you think they heard all that before? Or they were kind of like...
Some of it maybe was new. Like, I played, like, a Chaperone song, and I'm like, they probably have no idea what this is.
That's kind of cool, because you can, like, influence other people. And, like, other music. Definitely.
And, like, they influenced me, too. Like, I wanted to download, like, some songs. I was, like, Shazamming. I was like, this is cool, like, to bring back, like... to the US, like they've never heard this either. True. That's like one of the cool things about travel. Like you bring back like ideas and like like music and everything else that you like experience there, and then you can bring it back and like make something else. Like I've always had like cool ideas like after travel, like bar ideas or like event ideas, stuff like that. Like
Oh yeah, talk about your event.
this was my concept. It may have been like a idea at the time. I don't remember. It was like I was like we should have a party where everybody wears pasties. So it's been in the works for like a few years. I ordered a bunch of pasties, never did anything with it. And then I was finally like you know, I feel like themes are always better. And I was like, you know, we need a theme. And I have a bunch of pasties. Let's try it out.
Oh yeah,
And
always.
it's gotten like a lot of good response. So I'm thinking it might be like one of many, or even like a traveling thing, because people are like, I want to go to the pasty party.
Oh good.
I've had people before I left San Diego and they were really excited about it, and I was like, it's in Hawaii, just come to Hawaii.
Yeah.
So like if I can, maybe I'll try to do it again. Like let's see how well it goes, and I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a hit.
But like Femme Frequency itself.
Femme Frequency is my like female DJ collective where I've been putting together a group of all the female DJs that are on the island. This is such a like male dominated industry, and I really want to give a space
like
for
every fucking industry.
Right. I want to give a space for the females to like shine, because even when there's females on the lineups, they're like opening, or they're just like forgotten, and like there's more than just like the two DJs that get all the bookings, you know, like on our island there's probably like 5 or 6 DJs and they get like all the major bookings, like they just get all of them. So it's like, what about other people? And some of these DJs are new, which is, you know, I want to give them somewhere to play. They've been playing a lot, but like, you know, let's get them out there. Like I'm loving that more people and more females are like wanting to DJ and like maybe produce, just get their feet wet, and like I want to give them like a stage to play on, like if they're not getting it. And I leave it open. Like I have a group chat and I ask them who's interested in playing. Like I have paid gig for you guys, like whoever wants to speak up and like want to play, like you're on the list. Like some people haven't said anything. I sometimes have to push people a little bit. I'm like, hey, you haven't played yet, do you want to play? Like are you ready? Like
yeah
because I want to get everybody out there. And like I think once people hear all the girls play, like they're gonna lose it, because we're gonna like kill it.
Yeah, it's cool to see like female after female like back to back.
Right?
That's always fun.
Or even doing some back to backs.
Really
back to back is like when you play together.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. Some B2Bs and some just, it's gonna be great music. Like girls have great taste, so I'm excited.
I feel like the community too has kind of like come out and support like a lot of the, because like that one event you did around Halloween, that shit, it was like packed in there. Like,
yeah,
I couldn't even walk.
I feel like really blessed that I have been here and have been in the scene for a minute, so I also know half the freaking island, so like people do support. I'm worried that like I want to do this in San Diego, but I'm worried that I haven't made enough friends yet. Like I don't know enough people, but like there's other ways, you know. Just we'll figure something out. That's why I love coming home and like having people come and like want to see what we got going on.
Do you have any like plans to do like a regular event like once a month? Or
yeah, so this was a monthly event. It's been a slightly less since I left. It was at Underground Lounge the third Friday. Things have been moving around since I left, because I want to make sure like it's my vision. I've had some people do it while I'm gone, and I feel like it's not exactly my vision, and I don't want it to be like crappy.
Yeah.
You know, even like I think I'm kind of a
like perfectionist.
Yeah, I'm kind of like I want it to be like my vision, you know. So like I have like lasers and like fog machine, things that I like to bring it to, and like a disco ball. It just like adds to the ambiance, and I want everything to be like right. We've had the event at Next Door a few times. I feel like the space is really big, and it doesn't have the same feeling, but we might actually be moving there, and I think the event is getting bigger anyway, so it's probably going to be the right move. The underground lounge, as far as I know, I think is going to be no more soon. They're going to they're expanding with the next door event, their venue that's next door to them, not next door. So
what is next door to them?
it's like
it's not Manifest.
It's like a restaurant.
Right?
Manifest is on one side, and the other side is it's like the old downbeat.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I was told, that they're gonna.
Underground lounge.
I know, I really like it too. It's like it's more intimate, and I
kind of like that it's smaller.
I really like it too. Like it's like we can, even if we like pack it, it's still like a cool vibe. Like I always think about like the design of the place, like how easy it is to like get around and stuff. I don't know. It might be the last one. We'll see. If anything, I think I might just try to have somebody coordinate while I'm gone again, because I would love for it to be a monthly. I'm really hoping that we like really knock it out of the park at the afters, and they want us to do a monthly there as well. Because I love after hours. I'm a late night person. Like regular days I'll be going to bed at 2 or 3. Like I just feel more productive. I get more stuff done. So I love having when you always don't know what to do too when a party ends. You're like, well, now what do I do? There's always the people that want to go do something still. So it's like I want to
right away too.
Yeah, gives people like an after party to go to and like potentially make even more money. Like I don't know how it's gonna work over there, but I just hope that it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna have like fire dancing, and like I just want to bring like my flavor to it, because like other people have events there, and like that's like their like vision. And my vision is like, I want everything open next time, like upstairs, downstairs, patio, music, fire, all the girls playing. Like we have enough DJs. We can have all the girls playing all the time. I think we have enough. Like that'd be cool. Like it's exciting. Cool. Like I'm hoping it's just gonna get bigger. Like we'll see. I have high hopes that it's gonna be really good.
Yeah. You could do like a paint party.
One of my ideas actually, they have a painter there already, and I've been trying to hire her, and I think she's always
to like body paint on people.
Yeah, like cool. Like blacklight. But I also want to do like, I think what was kind of like keeping me from doing the pasty parties. I also wanted to have like glowing like shibari, like blacklight shibari.
Yeah.
But I haven't had enough time to figure that part out, but I think it would be really cool. Like kind of just like a little kinky party. Like right now it's like little kinky. Next time it'd be like more kinky. Like, we'll just like slowly we'll get a little bit weirder each time. But like that doesn't even need to be like the theme each time. But like I think if it works, like we'll do it again at some point. Like I think maybe pasties are too much for a lot of people. Maybe that did scare some people away. They're like, oh God, I can't just go out in pasties. I'm like, no, it's like underneath. Like, don't just wear pasties. Like, make a cool outfit.
Wear like a black lace.
You get it.
Yeah, I'll have to like.
What are you gonna wear?
Bring an outfit tomorrow. Well, I'll be at work until like 2. Wait, actually, I get off early today. So yeah, I get off work at like 2:30 at the earliest, 3 o'clock. So I'll just
in time for my set.
Yeah, I'll just keep stuff in my truck. I'll just have to change, and I mean like not at work. I'll have to change like not at work.
In your truck.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see your outfit.
Yeah, no, I have to put more thought into it. But yeah, no, I was like, I might as well, because I'm up anyway for like another hour, 2 hours.
You're probably chugging coffee on like all night.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll be wide awake, and then I gotta come support.
Gotta support the ladies.
Let's see how crazy it gets.
We love the girls.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm excited. Do you have any like favorite artists right now? Or favorite genre?
Well, I think if you know me, you probably know that I'm obsessed with like tech house, which is, if you don't know what it is, it's like house.
It's like aliens sent us a message.
I posted that. It's like house, which is like really vibey. It's like Boots and Cats. But like the techno part of it, I think is like techno sounds. Like I really like acid sounds. That's which is like kind of hard to explain. It is kind of like alien noises. Yeah. And then like you put them together, and it has like a little bit more energy to it, because like house can be like sort of like monotonous, but like I vibe with all the like electronic genres, but like time and place for like all of them. Like I don't want to listen to like hard techno at like 10 p.m. Like I'm not ready for that. Like you got to build up to that. That's like a 5 a.m. thing. Let's go. Like and now
That makes sense. Yeah.
we're like fucked up. It's really dark and it's like
It's
fog
really
is
dark.
going around you and you're like I can't see anything. But yeah, like. But like yeah, it's like I like all of them. But like I feel like that's such a fun genre and like that's what I like to make. If I could think like. I had some favorite artists, but now like blanking on it.
Oh, it's okay. You can tell me later. What about your new song? Didn't you just come out with a new song?
About a week ago, it was Thursday. Yeah, last week I released a song, and I was kind of nervous about it because it's my first song that is like kind of gay. It's pretty gay. The song is called "Hey, Are You Gay?" And it's basically just about like my experience like going out as like a queer female, and you talk to people and you don't know if like they're gay even though they have like all the signs. They're like tatted and like undercut
all the signs.
And like
they're
hairy pits or something, you know, and you're like I'm like at the climbing gym and I'm like, wow, like they got hairy armpits, they're probably gay. And I'm talking to them and they're like, oh yeah, my boyfriend is gonna meet me soon. I'm like, I'm so confused. But
that sounds like a real story. Is this a Threads thing?
It's happened. It's definitely happened multiple times.
Oh god.
Where I'm like, that girl looks definitely gay. But that's kind of for me, I feel like it's an awkward question. Like, are you gay? Like, do I want to ask that? Or like, do I want to keep vibing with this person and then like ask them later? Like, it's weird. I don't know. So that's why I made that song.
Yeah, because usually people like drop hints. Like they'll talk about their girlfriend or they'll talk about their wife, and then you're like, oh, like you put two and two together.
At that point, I don't want to like. I'm trying to pick up single girls. What are you talking about?
No, but I'm just saying like that's kind of the only way you figure it out is because
they already have somebody.
Yeah, and they're like, oh yeah, my wife or my, and they do the whole drop thing, and you're
you need
like
all right.
A
tattoo or like some kind of ring. You like. Married people have like they wear rings, right? Like, can we like?
Oh, you could do that. You could do an event where you have like bracelets or something, and like yellow is single.
It's called a stoplight party.
Yeah, yeah, do that. Do that.
I ordered a bunch of like wristbands before, and I had like a sandbar stoplight party. But sandbar parties are like stressful. They're like it's illegal.
Oh well, okay.
So people like.
I thought you meant like the whole stoplight concept. I was like,
well, the stop. Well, I think this is what happened. So like the party that I planned, it was like a Valentine's thing, and then like it got shut down. Like it didn't actually end up happening because we like went to go do the party, and then like they were like trying to shut it down. We're like, but we want to just like Valentine's.
Where was it at? At the beach?
Sandbar.
Oh shit! Did I tell you about when I threw a rave in a Sutro cave in San Francisco? Did I tell you about that?
What?
Yeah.
Like, you threw a rave cave?
You went to this. So I don't know if you ever went to Sutro Caves, and that's actually where the Burning Man used to be originally, before where they have it now. It used to be in the Sutro Caves. But so one night, my friend's like, "Oh yeah, I heard about this underground party like in Sutro Cave," and I was like, "What the fuck?" So she's like, "Let's go," and I was like, "All right." So we get in the Uber, and we go, and I'm like, "I don't hear anything. Like, are you sure there's a party?" And then we see like 2 or 3 guys like kind of in the parking lot, and then they go down the hill, and I was like, oh shit, like there might be something. Those guys just went down the hill. I'm like, let's follow them. So literally from where the parking lot is, you couldn't hear anything because like it's right next to the water. So like there's so much wind and like it's crazy. It's actually like perfect. So we went down in there. These people had straight a whole ass band in there and like a stage and everything. I was like, what the fuck? And so the next day, I told my friends, I'm like, yo, we should throw a rave like the next day. So the next day, we like brought like all that shit and threw like our own rave.
Was the stage still there?
No, it wasn't. Oh. We just like set up everything like in the sand at the end of the tunnel. And then I put like lights on each side, so it was like the tunnel was like lit up. But it was fucking rad, and you could be like super loud, couldn't hear anything from the parking lot, so no one found out.
I want to do it. We'll do the stoplight party there.
Yeah, I'm super down. But it was insane to me, and like people were like fucked up drinking, and then it was nuts. It was like the best time ever.
No, anyway, I got FOMO.
That's my Sutro Cave story.
We gotta go. Let's do it.
True story. It sounds so made up, but it really fucking happened.
It really happened.
Yeah.
We gotta look for photos from Let me see.
I don't even think there's. I mean, I wouldn't have photos. But at that point, I was like really in the moment. That's usually what happens. But I'm like, fuck, I didn't take any photos. Or like you have like 3 like super blurry ones because you were like too fucked up. And you're like, yeah. And you think it's always the best time when you're like the most fucked up to take photos. You're like, yeah, we should take photos.
And then your face is like,
yeah. And then you're like, ooh, delete, you know? Or I just the one time, like literally my friend took a picture with us and it was so blurry. I just sent it to her. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
I'd say when in doubt, like make sure your mouth's shut and like close your eyes.
She's giving advice.
I met Elenium once and I was like, I'm not, and like I think I low-key stalked him. I was like backstage at this festival and they were not letting us like around because they were trying to keep him like separate. And I was like, I know the back now. I've been here for like a day already. So like I went around the back and like
I own this place.
Yeah, right. So security guard came up to me and he was like, hey, like I just want to like check in with you. Like, you know, we're just gonna have family and stuff. And I was like, sounds good to me. I kept walking.
Sounds good.
I kept walking and I went up. I don't know. I was feeling really ballsy. I like went up to the stage.
Which I feel like is your normal.
Right? I like went up there and then like he was coming off the stage and I literally asked his like model girlfriend to take a picture of us. I'm like, wow, I fucked up. She should have been in the photo. She was so hot. And then like I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be fucked up. So like I was just like, I'm like
oh, just like eyes.
Like if my eyes, I don't know. I was like, I don't want to ruin this photo right now with like me looking fucked up. I'm like, how often do you meet Elenium? So I was like, and then later I was like, wow, that was really creepy that I did that. Like went around through the back around to like talk security. I think I was like, I spent all day at the backstage of the Gorge, which is literally the prettiest place ever. That was my first time backstage at a festival. I was like, wow, I was feeling really blessed and I guess some type of way about it.
I need to push my blessing.
Yeah, let's see how far I can take it. I'm like in green rooms with like DJs like drinking and shit. Like shared a bottle of wine with Morgan Page. Good times.
Cool. Is that the like one of the best DJs you've seen? Like who's one of the best DJs you've seen live?
Best DJs that I've seen? Oh my god, that's hard because like it's like how do you categorize it? Like there's people that are like really well known. Like, you know, I also met Skrillex there. Skrillex was playing. And like I was also, I think, not supposed to approach him either. He was like on a golf cart and I just walked right up to him and I was like, can we take a picture? And my like eyelash was like hanging off. What a photo. Yeah, I mean that was good times. I would say like who did I meet that was like the best? I have a whole list of like DJs. Oh, probably Cascade.
Yeah.
I met his daughter when they were here. We were like at the Shell. She came up and she was like, that's my dad. And we're like, okay. And I was like, let me get your Instagram. And I like I like looked at her and I was like, it checks that's his daughter.
How old was she?
I want to say she looked like she was like 19. I don't know. She looked pretty young, but also like really hot and like big titties. And I was like, I was thinking, like, did you get like fake titties? Like you're just like a child. I don't know if like, and he's Mormon. I don't know if that's like acceptable. Like, is plastic surgery like okay in their culture?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I was like, she was just really
Can't you like
hot.
not have caffeine? Like I don't think they'll let you have fake
Yeah,
tips,
she was drinking a soda and I looked it up and I'm pretty sure it was like caffeine free. Like
caffeine free. I looked it up. Why did you look at the soda?
It was a weird, I've never heard of it. I was like, what is this soda like that she's drinking? Oh no.
You're like, what drug is this?
I think I had heard of it, but it was like Squirt or something. I was just like, why did
you never heard of that?
No, I had. I was just like, why?
But it was like you thought it was like an off-brand or something.
No, I just like, I was just thinking like, why would you be drinking that? Like I've never seen that on the island. Did you like bring that here?
She probably brought it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's caffeine free.
That's so fucking funny. I don't want it if it's caffeine free. That's the best part.
You just live on caffeine.
That's the part I need. Yeah.
I think my caffeine is
once you hit 32, you need caffeine to open your eyes.
I think my caffeine receptors are fucked up. I think partially because I have ADD and partially because when I was a kid, we drank soda constantly. Like it was like in our fridge. I would just like soda, pop another one. Like I didn't think anything of it. And now I'm like, oh my god, like who drinks soda? Like
yeah, it's not good for you. They say. I don't know. Then they say like diet's worse.
I don't
or
know.
whatever.
And then so I was drinking like, so I don't drink anymore, like alcohol. So I was drinking like LaCroix, like they have this limoncello LaCroix, and I was like addicted. I was like, this is so good. I thought I was getting so hydrated. I'm like, I'm drinking so much water. And then someone's like, you know, the carbonated water is like really not like hydrating. And I was like, what? I thought I was getting super hydrated.
I was having super bad headaches like right around New Year's. And my brother's like, you need to drink like electrolyte water or whatever. And I was like, oh. And I was like, I definitely don't drink enough water, but even when I do, like, it's not necessarily enough. So now I've been drinking like one of those IV things.
Liquid IV.
Yeah, liquid IV or like some electrolyte. I have to. I can't.
I
Water
like
just
Pedialyte. That shit's delicious.
that is good. You're supposed to water it down, you know. Did you know that?
I almost died in Colombia, and
Fun story.
long story short, I got out of the hospital, and I was like, I need like more hydration. I was like really dehydrated. I had to get IV, and they had Jamaica Pedialyte. That shit was delicious. Do you know what Jamaica is?
Mm-mm.
It's like that hibiscus drink.
Oh,
it's like a
shit.
Hispanic drink. Oh my god, it was so good. I was like, I could drink this shit all day. Like, is this in America? Because like, I love this.
Yeah, that sounds good. I want some of that now.
It's probably not in America.
No.
They probably have like pog flavor here.
They have like 55 grams of sugar. Do you want to talk about the dating topic or?
We can if you want to.
I just hang out with my dog, so.
I'd say being gay in general is really hard, which is why I made that song. Hey, are you gay? It's like a nightmare. That's one of the reasons I left too. Like, we're on this island of this like small dating pool.
Yeah, there's like 15 fucking gays here.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's
or like you're friends with someone and they dated the person that you just
like
met,
you're already
like,
limited to like the island of people, and then you narrow it down. You're like, okay, like now let's give me gays. Then you're like, give me like gay females, and you're like, give me gay females that are like
that are
my
smart,
type or something.
Smart,
right? And then it's like like the size of a penny here, and we started like this big, and then they don't go out either, so it's like, where am I gonna find them? Like,
she's describing me basically.
Yeah, it's like, so where am I?
If you'd like to go to afters, hit up Kayristin.
That's where I'm gonna meet my wife. That's where I met my ex, though. So like, that seems to be the place.
Yeah, bonus points if she already has her own dragon.
Have a dragon staff. You know how to DJ. You're literally like my twin. Perfect. But I thought maybe it'd be better in San Diego. Like, there's a whole gayborhood. There's like a bunch of strips of like gay venues. There's even a lesbian bar. Yeah, there's like I was DJing at them. That would be cool. Bad. I even recently discovered, like, I didn't even realize this, but Proof is like, I'm pretty sure it's lesbian owned, and it's like a lesbian place. Like, you can go there, pick up some gay girls, maybe. I don't know. Every time I've been there, there's been gay girls there, and I'm like, oh,
really?
I guess this is the spot.
There was some other place. My friend like sent me a fucking video, and I was like, "Why are you sending me a video?" And he's like, "There's so many gay girls here. You should come." And I was like,
"Was it Wang Chung's?"
No, I don't remember. I don't think it was. It was some other karaoke spot. But I was like,
it was a different. Gay girls love to sing. That's a fact.
Yeah.
When I DJ for the gays, like, I have like a whole playlist for sing-alongs that I recently made. I was like, you know what? I know when they want to start singing. And they're like, baby, baby.
Like 4 or 5 drinks in. Yeah, that's smart.
They just start singing. That's what they want to do.
That's smart.
I definitely was having like issues though, like being like, I thought like, you know, the gay neighborhood would be very accepting of me because I'm gay. And I go there and I'm playing at a gay venue. It's called Flicks, and they were pretty it was going really well at first, but then when I started asking them if they could like play some of my visuals, like one of my visuals is like really gay. It's got a lot of rainbows and stuff that my friend Steph made for me. And then there's also like a part where there's girls kissing, like 2 girls kissing. I'm like, that's gay. Like, why would you not want to put that up? This is a gay guy venue. And I'm like,
wait, they had a problem with that?
I'm like, but
what?
There's girls, guys, trans people, bisexuals that are here. Like, the whole LGBTQ is at your venue. It's not like exclusive. Like, why is this an issue?
So if you had like 2 guys on there, they wouldn't have cared?
Yeah,
I mean, obviously
exactly.
you're not gonna have that because you're trying to promote.
Exactly. And like we only have male dancers, but there's like, I know that people that there's a lot of girls that go there, and this is the other thing. So like my music worked really well there, which I was loving. But I did play like Nobody Knows I'm a Lesbian, and I played it there a couple times. And there were these girls that kept requesting songs, and they were gay, and I was like, I'm gonna play this for them, like they're gonna love it. And I was gonna switch it out, and then they come up to me and they're like, can you play like top 40? And I'm like, can you just like let me do my job? Like, give me a second.
How do you
like,
balance that? Like,
it's so yeah. So it was hard. Honestly, after that last time, they didn't want to book me anymore. Like, I'm not booked. And then my main thing was I really wanted to play at the lesbian bar. So I was playing at the lesbian bar, and it was like really hard to have them like put me on their schedule. I played there once, and I thought it went really well. And I'm like, can you guys please like put me on again? They're like, okay. But after I had that like experience with Flix, I wanted to come over, and I was talking to the owner at Gossip Girl, and I'm talking to her, and she's like, we're in the back, and she's talking to me, and she's like, yeah, we're open to like hearing your like for you to play here. The girls want like hip hop and Latin, and I'm like, well, what I play is like a good mix of like everything, like, and like just like a new spin on it. Like if I call it like pop house or like pop remixes. So like it's like everything that like is recognizable, like Latin stuff, hip hop, like pop, like I maybe throw a couple like electronic music songs in there, like pretty rarely. Like it's like that's not like I'm not like an EDM DJ, even though that's what they're saying. They're like, you're playing house. I'm like, I'm not though, but like maybe that's how you see it. I guess we all have different like views on it, but when I'm like I played it there, and everybody was like going crazy. The girls were coming up to me and they were like, oh my god, this music is so good, and like they were like blown away, like they've never heard good music at this venue before.
They probably haven't.
They were like there were reviews on Yelp like the music sucks multiple times, and I'm like, okay. So I come in here and I try, and like I've talked to multiple people, and that's why they go to the other gay venues, because they hate the music there. And I'm like, every time I've been there, the music was terrible. Like middle-aged men were DJing. Like I'm like, there's gay female DJs that want to play. Like put them on the lineup. Like people, a dance circle broke out at the club. They were screaming and they were going nuts, and I was like, what is happening? The next day, someone posted like a video from that, like the circle, and they're like doing splits and shit. I'm like, it was getting wild. Like honestly, it was great.
Like you put drugs in the music.
It was literally amazing. And then the owner emails me, and she's like, she's just gaslighting me. She's like, a bunch of like, she's like, so I was told that she wasn't there, even though I asked her to please stay to hear the set. She did not stay.
What?
I know. I was like, can you just stay for a little bit? I recorded it. I sent it to her. I'm sure she didn't listen to it. She was like, the dance floor cleared out by 11:30. People were complaining they couldn't make requests, and they were complaining about the music. I'm like, everything you just said is a complete lie. So I don't know why. Like, so I don't know. I came into this like San Diego thing, and I always wanted to like share my love for like music and like the gays, and I feel like immediately they were like rejected me. They were like, nope, we don't want you here.
Which makes no sense, because that's a gay place, right?
It was a gay girl place. It was for girls.
That's insane.
I was like so excited to play there and like bring my music, and like people were so excited. They loved my music.
I feel like it's just gonna be a no-brainer over there. I mean, it is a little more male, obviously more male dominated, but
there's another lesbian bar that I've been to. I think it's called Jolene's in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And I went there, and it was fun, but I was in this like, this is so dumb. You don't even have to put this in your thing, but I was in like a group chat, and like for female DJs, which is amazing. Like I didn't know if that many female. There was even a separate one for gay female DJs, and I was like, wow, you guys literally have like so much going on here. And they were like one day like going off about something, and I was like, my phone just kept going off, and I was like, what's happening? And I'm like looking at it, and they're like complaining about Diplo, and I'm like, what did Diplo do? And I'm like, and I'm researching it, and like overall can't really see that he did anything wrong. Like I think everybody just wants to attack like somebody who's famous if they don't get what they want, you know, and like that's probably the case. But I defended him a little bit and then like got like 86 from the group. And then like people were like seeing me at the club and they were like, oh, that's that girl. I'm like, oh my God, like you guys have, like people just have issues
or whatever.
Nothing. Like he was like some girl was living at his house and I think she was
it was like some behind the scenes drama or something.
I think she was expecting to like become really big like by like being associated with Diplo. And like she was, first of all, she was like of age, she wasn't underage. And like I think women can make their, like, as much as I'm like, you know, I support like girls at doing their thing, you know, and like being safe, like you're also making all your own choices. If you chose to live at Diplo's house, you chose to live at Diplo's house, like and whatever happens like you're making decisions. I don't think that people, like especially celebrities, are like, are they really, I don't want to say the R word, they're like getting their way with people, but like it's like you probably wanted to do that because you thought that was going to take you somewhere, you know, and then you're accusing people and then you give them a bad name. I don't know, I'm not really defending anybody here, but that was like my argument. And the girls were pissed. So I feel like I fucked up in San Francisco already, and like San Diego's like not sure about me. So I think maybe I just came in too hot and I'm like, look at me, here's my stuff, da, 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 da. Like, oh, we should make these cool changes. And they're like, no.
Maybe.
That's kind of what I think.
But you should be able to like express your opinion. Plus there's two sides to every story, and then there's the truth. You know, and that makes more sense than not. Like she probably thought something was gonna happen, and
yeah,
you know,
for sure.
She made a, you know, whatever. But
and then it's like these girls are not even like, do you know this girl? Do you know Diplo? Do you know anybody in this? This is just like.
Well, you can't just be famous too. Like if you're not talented, then that's like a gamble.
It's just like spreading rumors and like all that kind of stuff. I just really don't like when people talk shit about other people like that. Like even here, like I'm in like a group chat and people are talking shit about other people. I'm like, dude, just keep it to yourself. Like, why do you gotta spread rumors?
Well, it's unprofessional.
I'm sure it happens to me too.
In like a DJ chat, like that's so unprofessional. But like it should be just about
music. Let's talk about
or like the next event or
and music and like, did you release something? I think what it comes down to,
like go to gay brunch and
I think what it comes down to is like, I don't want to like say this, but like that people are like, they're just like getting kind of jealous, or they just don't really like competition or something, and they like see you coming in and they're like, oh, this is competition, like she's too good, or like I don't like what she has to say, or like outspoken, like I don't know, I just like I come in and I just like speak my truth.
I think what you are discovering is that like the gay community is actually really judgmental.
Oh, absolutely.
Like we're like, oh yeah, we're all about like there are a lot of people that are like super inclusive and not. But then there's the latter side of that, which is like people that are super fucking judgmental, and you're like, dude, what the fuck? Like we're supposed to be like accepting of everybody. So I experienced this actually when I was in San Francisco, because
it's everything's very cliquey, but it is here too. But like I think we're way more welcoming.
Yeah, I think it's more chill here. Like unless you're like disrespectful, then obviously like, you'll get like 86 for sure.
What happened in San Francisco to you?
Well, so we started like. We called it Pussy Party. It was like a Wednesday girl party, and we had like lube wrestling and shit. It was dope. But I was go-go dancing, and the bartender would always make comments because like straight guys would come in, and she would be like, and like make all these comments. I'm like, dude, you can't be like all about like being inclusive and all this shit. But then when other people want to come and enjoy the environment, you get all pissed off.
Yeah.
And they don't really stay that long. Like they came, like had a drink, and like left. You know.
Usually
I mean?
It's just like a respect thing.
Out, like,
we have like a PSA that we would play that they have me wanting to play when I play at Gossip, like that says like, hey, just so you know, like we're like a queer female space, like you're welcome to be here, just be respectful.
Yeah.
The last time I played, they didn't have me play it, which is fine. Maybe that's what they didn't like. But there wasn't that many guys, and if you're anybody and you're making a request to me, I'm gonna like consider
First of all, don't.
I'm gonna consider it depending on the vibe. But I'll consider it more if you give me a tip. Some guys are in there like trying to make requests, and I'm just like I don't like. First of all, like
I
I
hate
mean,
drunk people screaming at me.
in a female queer space, I'd rather them not there because like we don't have a space for ourselves, and like so I get the that energy that they're having, but like
yeah.
you're welcome here. Just be respectful.
Well, it wasn't like a busy night, so it's like
Okay.
they're customers.
Yeah.
And at the
We
end
gotta
of the
make the
day,
money.
yeah, you're making money. I'm making money. I don't feel disrespected. They're not gonna disrespect you, and then they leave. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but I said my piece. You know, like, yo, chill. But do you have any advice before we end for some future DJs?
Find a good mentor that knows what they're doing and they can help give you some tips and tricks, because I think I'm kind of figuring a lot of things out on my own, but I love to help other people. So like I think that's just like something that is part of me though. I like teaching and I like helping people and like help them get to a better place, because like I'm doing it the hard way.
Yeah.
But I think it would also be helpful if somebody gives you like some kind of advice. And if you need some advice, feel free to contact me. I got you.
Yeah.
On what I know. Still learning, always.
Yes, learning never stops. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you coming on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And thanks again for watching Lucy's Paradise Podcast. Aloha.